Today's sponsors are Angelo's Interiors, specialising in kitchens, bedrooms and bathrooms. Go and visit their showroom today in Gillingham. Their web address is angelosinteriors.com. And
boost your business with WPS Kent, Health and Safety Consultants, offering training in London and the home counties. Keep it simple, keep it safe. Explore more at workplace-safetylimited.com.
Welcome to the Cherrywood Podcast with me, Simon Burridge.
and me, Rachel Burridge.
Right, who's going to use the clapperboard?
That's the way out.
I've used one before.
Where is it? Take the clapperboard. You go up to the camera.
Which camera?
The only camera that's there.
Oh my god. This is going to be great. Oh, this is going to be great.
It's the one with the lights on. Get him to do it to the bucket.
You see that one that's glowing? That's a camera there. Yeah.
No, if you just go around there.
It's going to be a long day.
Okay, now.
I might need some of that caffeine in a minute.
Hang about, I'm just trying to work out why that one's going a bit like... Yeah, go on, go whenever you're ready. Oh yeah, say your name and why you're here.
What first, though?
Any time you want.
You can tell he hasn't used one.
Look, I've lost the will to live already. Any time you want.
LKG Trio Podcast. No, LKG Trio on the Cherrywood Podcast. Take one.
God, you're taking over the podcast now.
All right.
Stick it on the camera, that's it.
I'll lean it down and sort of...
I tend to go back a bit. Look, if I do that, look, I've got technique, look.
Away.
That's
It's almost like you've done this before.
Well, kind of.
Once.
Once or twice.
why they're paying the big
Hi,
bucks.
fellas. You alright?
Alright.
LKG Trio. There's a
LKG.
number of other names you've got as well, isn't there, for different bands? Is that just you, though?
So we play in loads of different bands, but when the three of us are together,
We are the LKG Trio.
Oh, right, because it's your initials. No, it's not. It's him. It's all him.
Yeah, lead singer of the band or
it's an exercise in pure narcissism.
You say that, we've done gigs without...
Do you want to use that? Do you want to use that, Mike?
Do you want to use this when you're talking?
So maybe, Leo, if you hold that.
Narcissism.
So if you hold that and then you can hand it to whoever talks. I've got the other one as a backup, but
Cool.
Sorry, Ben, you were saying.
I don't think he was.
Oh, so
Great.
the draw.
In fact, if I don't want you to talk, I can just take it.
And how long before that falls off the wall?
30 seconds.
Boys, do you want another go? Do you want another go at that?
Yeah.
Because I didn't even mention it, did I? We didn't even get past the
Didn't get
intro.
past it.
We don't even know who we are.
You can keep talking.
Okay,
Make sure you
brilliant.
chat to him, I'll sort it all
Can you
out.
straddle me
Okay.
again, please?
Well, that's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Struggle, yeah, strangle, straddle. Yes.
Struggle on me.
Anything that begins with STR, I'm down for, really. It's great.
That was STR, not STD.
Rachel's going to carry on interviewing while I sort out the time.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah.
No, this is
fantastic.
Sorry, I was just watching what's going
Dainty legs.
Oh,
on. Hey, here he is. Right,
20 past 10, this is great.
LKG. Where did that come from then?
So it's just
Yeah,
like-
I know, but not everyone knows that, do they?
No, but that
No one cares, really.
we tried to do this. We tried to do this thing. Speaking into Simon's mic, we tried to do this thing where, because you see quite a few bands with like it's so and so's band or so and so's collective, whatever they want to call it.
Simon's Mike. Yeah, that's
Simon.
sort of, yeah.
As you can see here. Yeah. So we thought we don't want to do that,
Mhm.
but also like LKG, it sort of sounds all right, and conveniently they were his initials. So
Oh, that's
we
all
sort of
right.
just.
So you founded the band as such?
I mean, we all sort of found why you No, I mean, like, so we were all in a similar sort of situation last year, sort of at the start of 2023. We were just all broke, basically.
Yeah.
And so,
puberty.
yeah. But maybe for you. No, but yeah, no, we were broke basically. We were all looking for. You just come out of uni, weren't you? You were looking for work. I sort of worked for a couple of other bands, but I was also broken. You were broken, so all of us were broken. So we thought we'd try and find something to sort of like start getting gigs.
Yeah.
And then like everyone else was sort of starting trios at the time, so it was just sort of like let's
that'll do.
Yeah.
sort of looked at that and went, oh, we can do that. Oh, here we go.
We can do that.
For those of you listening at home, I'm currently being straddled.
Again.
Right, how long?
Again.
How long with a sign?
Right.
You say things like 10 minutes starting from now.
Right,
That's what
okay.
you do.
Okay, 3 minutes 20 starting from. That was a shit laugh.
That was awful. Okay.
Sorry.
So you can swear.
4:33 starting from now.
Oh, you're all having a go. So you're all having a go at the 100%.
How long before the sign?
He's blissfully unaware.
1:26.
Oh, there you go.
1 hour, 26 minutes.
Bit ambitious,
One
but
day, 26 hours.
4:33.
4 minutes 33.
I meant 1 minute 26.
You didn't see, you said 1:20.
Oh, he's got no faith in you then.
I've just put new tape
He's
on
put
it.
new tape on, haven't you?
Put new tape.
Screwed, mate.
Oh, the pressure
look
now,
at
the
him.
pressure.
Oh,
So yeah, that's how
But
the
yeah,
band.
that's how the band came about, basically. But that we were all broken. We needed some money.
So how did you meet? Because I know there's a lot of forums online, isn't there, where you sort of say, oh, I need a band, I need this, I need a bass player, I need a drummer. Did you meet like that? Or is it just through friends? Or
It was like a distant memory now.
It's not even a year ago, is it? It's just your memory.
Who are you?
No, I think we just. I mean, like, I last year I started going to a load of jam nights, just to go out and sort of play a bit more.
Would you make jam then?
Yeah.
Make your own jam?
Yeah.
Annoyingly, he does make his own jam.
Yeah.
It's really
How
good.
annoying.
be nice on toast. Sorry.
Yeah, we went out. It was a strawberry jam like this
It
particular one,
was a
wasn't
strawberry
it?
jam. Yeah, the blueberry one was a bit too out there for us.
Yeah, we don't really like blueberries so much, but yeah, no. So we just and then I think I met you. Was it you I met first, or it might have been one of the two of you? We met you. We met a guy. I met someone called John Carlo, who's a really fantastic sort of guitar player. John Carlo, guys.
Yes, the very same.
As in the PT, John Carlo.
John Carlo, rock hard nutrition, John Carlo.
No.
How weird. I know a bass player who's been on the show who's a nutritionist and fitness guy named John Carlo.
And he's
it must
It's like that's never happened before. No.
I think he's living a double life.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him now. We'll have him on again.
Yeah, it's all fake.
It's all fake. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, John, I've got the LKG Trio. Who?
Why are you calling me? I'm at work.
But yeah, so I met a guy called John Carlo, and he was looking for just a musician to fill in some of his gigs, and then I think I met you at that rehearsal. So I met Ben at a rehearsal, and then I met you somewhere else.
Jam night.
And then you guys met each other as well. So we all knew of each other sort of before we sort of promoted the idea of a band.
It was sort of the idea of.
I've just got to say, you boys are shit at this mic passing.
It's like
It's a good job we're not musicians, right?
Just not used to
We
holding
haven't got to
mics.
do something like all at the same time on stage, and
Oh, do you want the mic if you're going to speak?
I think, if I'm honest, I think that one's doing a good job, but still pass that
I
mic
do
around.
like to hold it. It's nice. It gives me comfort.
Is it because it's got Simon's written on it?
Yes. If it goes missing, it's not me. Just have it framed on my
You
wall.
what?
Not like that.
I'm going to possibly see you guys gig
I
tonight.
have good technique. Thank you very much.
I wasn't saying you didn't. I just watch this.
We're just going to let it
What?
happen. Just sit at the
Yeah,
side.
just sit and watch him.
Go on, speak now. There we go. As you were saying,
I might be going to see you guys gig tonight, but it's still like an open mic thing, isn't it?
jam night.
Yeah, jam night. If I see a mic with Simon's written on it, I'm not going to be happy.
I'm just going to be there with Sharpies.
Yeah, just right, Simon.
Not Simon.
Not in big letters.
So how did you guys get into music then? Was it something that you grew up in and you sort of
Let's start off
always
with little Ben.
thought?
Yeah,
Go on, Ben.
Ben, how
Do
did you
this
get...
individually so we can actually
Yeah.
pass the crayons. That would
So
be
If you've
did
got
you-
the mic, you're the only one that's allowed to talk.
Yes. It's like when you're in school, isn't it?
Of course you are.
Pass the talking cube or whatever.
And when was you in school last?
Yeah, the
Did you finish
cube.
school last year?
No, but I
It's still
I
at
don't know.
school.
Something pass around. I don't know.
Is it a staff development day today?
No, it's actually a work experience day. So I'm here. So I want to know what it's like to be on a podcast.
Well, you've come to the wrong place.
Right. How did I get into music? Well, when I was in school, like everyone else, I think we did record, and like pretty much. Well, maybe not you, but you probably. Yeah.
Recorder.
Recorder, yeah. Yes. Just didn't ask. And then anyway, I started drumming at 11. When I was 11, I got my first drum kit when I was 11. Actually, no. Technically, I was 2 years old when I got my first one, but I was always tapping.
The little one is about that.
No,
It's got a pin.
no, it's not. No,
It's about that big.
no, it's not that
That's what
one. No. Started when I was 11 because everyone was getting fed up of me tapping on tables. So they were like, we're going to get him a drum kit.
Yeah, that'll shut him up.
Yeah, that'll stop.
and now it's my job. So yeah.
Beautiful. That's the podcast over.
We'll see you later, guys.
I think we've gone past the 3-minute mark. Who said 4 minutes something?
You're all doomed now. What did you say?
I said 3 minutes. You just gonna yank it off.
Yeah. 4:31, 2.
Yeah.
How did I get into music?
That was the question.
I didn't start. I started quite a bit later. We didn't do any musical stuff in school that I remember. But when I went to secondary school, my mum offered. She just said, like, "Do you want to do music? Just something else just something else to try, basically." I had piano lessons for like 3 years, I think, before I picked up guitar. And that was it, pretty much. So piano. I really enjoyed piano, and then sort of I think just because guitar was portable. And also a lot of the stuff I listened to growing up was on guitar as well. I was sort of like, okay, this is it. And then from there, it was just sort of never really looked back. Sort of since then, I started gigging when I was sort of like 14, 15.
I thought you said 50.
About 50.
What are you, Benjamin Button?
Yeah.
It gets blurry around the. But yeah, and then just never really stopped doing it. So I went to uni, did something else, but sort of was gigging all the way through uni, and then came out and just went straight into doing music full time, pretty much. And so that's my getting into music. Bex.
Hi.
No, how did music?
Music. Oh, I like a bit of music actually. What was it? I started.
Sorry.
He's got a bit of Josh. What's he called?
Josh Whittaker.
Yes.
No, I don't sound like Josh.
You sound exactly like
So
him.
do.
You sound exactly like
Was
him.
it either him or James Acaster? It's a mixture between the two.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah.
You're fine.
Right. Sorry. Carry
Based
on.
on a true story. Was it so?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
I was a weird kid. You'll be shocked to learn. And
Kid.
and I started playing violin. This is no parental pressure. I started playing violin when I was 3 years old because I was like, oh, that'll make me
like
loads of
this.
money.
Because you like that Aston Villa bloke.
Like a drummer. Like then was tapping, we'll get the violin, and you just like screeching. You know what? We'll get,
Just dragging my nails across the wall. It's just like, yeah, sounds exactly the same.
Just constantly screaming in the shower.
Who is that guy?
Like, you know what? We'll get him a.
Who's the famous
We'll get them a violin.
British violinist? Aston Villa bloke. What's his name?
Joshua Bell? No, Aston Villa bloke.
He always wears Aston Villa scarf.
Oh, Stephen Gerrard. No, sorry.
Stephen
Gerrard.
He's coming onto the pitch. Making any
Walk
You know what I'm on
along.
about, do you?
What?
Do you know what I'm on about?
I don't listen to violins anymore.
No, fair enough. Right, okay, moving on.
What was it? Because when I got to be a teenager, sort of around the age these two started, I was like, I don't want to play violin anymore. I want to play guitar in a rock band, but I was the youngest, so I was on bass, and now I'm still here. Hello. Music.
You play guitar as well, don't you?
I do play guitar as well. Yeah. But
No.
says you, singer.
Yes, singer.
Alright,
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and I like music, and I think it works. So
So 3 years old.
He's got all the gift of the gab until the mic comes on. He hasn't got a clue what to say after that. I like music.
That's why I'm a bass player. The attention's always somewhere else. I'm just like, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've got to do this. When fellow bass players come on, we have to do that with them.
Indeed.
That's twice now I've done it.
Twice. But one wasn't on camera, so once.
No, I did it with another bass player. Stop trying to make out it was
You
you
mean you had
again.
more
Oh,
bass
thanks.
players on here?
John Carlo, we just discussed this.
John Carlo, the bass player.
The other mystical John Carlo.
Rock hard John Carlo.
Rock hard nutrition. Yeah. So he called it rock hard nutrition because he was going to tour with bands and deal with their nutrition and fitness while they was on
that's
tour.
A really good. That's a really good.
Swole Carlo.
It's like it's all three.
Yeah. you know, there's a sweatshirt company that does like puns on characters like that.
Oh, you told me about
Yeah.
this.
So they have what is it? Lord Swoldemort. They do it at Christmas.
Oh, I
The boy who
I've
lifted.
seen
Harry Squatter, the boy who lifted. The Ginger Shred Man. There's loads of them. I get emails like they come through emails. My brother's a PT, and so like I think I subscribe to the mailing list to get him something for his birthday. I've never got him one yet, but like they keep coming up, and every now and again just tickle me because they are quite funny.
Where does your brother do that? Where's he
He lives
based?
in Aberdeen.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, we're not quite sure why he decided to go to Aberdeen, but he's
All right. And you're all from Maidstone, is that right?
no Medway.
Oh, you're all from Medway?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're from where are you from?
We just work in Maidstone.
And other places.
I could listen to him all night. They send me to sleep.
I
I live in.
I live in my house.
No one knows where. I don't really want to. I don't really want to sound a podcast. I just live.
No one's going to go stalking you. It'll be asleep by the time they get to your front door.
That's a good point. It is Medway. Yeah, we all live in Medway. We all
Passed
live
out.
Yeah. No, Medway based.
They'd be like, I'm nowhere near the house. That drum kit's miles away in the window. No, I'm on about the little one. I'm on about the little one in no way. That joke was lost.
You know that's a Nike kit, you might.
Yeah, he's true. It could work. You never know.
Mic it and lower it. Yeah. Should try it out. Yeah, my phone's on again. Sorry.
So we all live in Medway.
Yeah. Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, so gigging wise, what do you aim for? Like weddings, or do you do a bit of everything? What's your plan? What's the plan for the new band? Because the band's only been going a year, so it's still in theory quite a new band. What is your goals for the band?
I think we started off trying to sort of we wanted to sort of start trying to be a blues band to start with, just because there were loads of blues trios around.
That works.
We'll do that. That works. But then I think we sort of quickly realised that our interests, not that they go beyond blues music, but we have a lot of sort of interest, and so playing a lot of other stuff is really interesting as well. And so the idea to start was just get as much work as we could. So we just called up a load of pubs and just said, "Can we play, please?" And they were like, "We'll play for anything. We don't care. Just let us play." And that got that snowballed quite quickly. So sort of I think it was all right until sort of September time, and then October it just sort of blew up a little bit, didn't it? And then from October till now, we've had at least 4 or 5 gigs a week, which has been mental. So it's been really, really good. And we thought it would stop in January, and it just hasn't. It's just carried on.
So it's turned into a full-time job for you.
Pretty much, yeah. So it's been it's nice to sort of sustain an income off of it. But yeah, so we started off just trying to get as many gigs, and then what we've noticed is that if you play covers only, you can go around 2 routes. You can play pubs and you can do clubs and that kind of thing. And there's a certain number of pubs you can find. And you just go round and round and round and round year after year after year. And if you want to do that, it's totally fine. Or you can go down the wedding and function thing, which is another circle, which is a slightly 2 different circles kind of thing. But you go around the same sort of thing as well. And so we figured the way to sort of if we wanted to go beyond that, we all said we wanted to do something to do that. Yeah, cool. If we wanted to go beyond that, then it was to write original music, and so the idea now is to try and write some original stuff. So we've got 4 or 5 so far. So we've got 4 or 5 originals already, so it's going well. But it's to write and record and release music, and then hopefully, because then you can play festivals, you can go on to bigger stuff, and then you can capture the holy grail of self-employment, which is passive income. You can get stuff like that as well. Whereas if you're gigging, you can gig and you can gig and you can gig, but then you're always the amount you're gigging is always tied to how much you earn. So even if we gigged every single day, that's only 365 people do in a year, and you'd be dead. Whereas if you've got original stuff, there's other ways of doing stuff as well. So that's the idea. Well, I think that's the idea.
So do you guys?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Do you guys have other?
Sorry, go on.
Do you guys have other jobs as well? Do you have sort of?
We just discussed this. Did I ask that question?
Well, no.
I might have not been in the
You probably weren't listening.
Well, you did mention it, but I actually quit my job because of this band.
Wow. You had the balls to do that.
And there's-
That's not scary.
I bet
If it all goes to shit, it's your fault.
No
Do you know what? I bet there's trolleys everywhere now, isn't there?
I used to work in a coffee shop, so just loads of people waiting outside. Just he'll be back.
I'm sure
In 5 months, he's coming back. Yeah, no, this is the job now. Which is for me, that was one of the things I was like, I'm doing music as a job now. This is brilliant. Because it's that is the dream. Obviously, the passive income is the big thing, so we can all get heated gilets. He's got he's got this.
It was bought for me. I didn't go out and buy it.
What was it? So he got a heated gilet for Christmas.
A heated one.
It's a body.
I know. I've spent 12 years with your dad. I know what one is now.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah,
a heated one.
A heated gilet. It's got a little button.
Oh mate, would you charge it on USB?
What's this?
Oh,
just
can you
like the...
send me the link?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That didn't go the way you wanted it, did it?
But I am 50 this year.
Turns out.
that's a good point.
But there we go. Right, heated.
Gilet.
How do you spell gilet? Yeah?
Huh?
Just put body warmer.
G. And then
Lay.
and then Dick.
Gillet.
Yeah. G-lay. No, I'm sure that's.
Yes.
Is it like Gillette, but just
Just like
without
the tables. G-plan, like the tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, you build it yourself. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah.
IKEA one.
IKEA Gillet.
I love him. I love him over there. He just sits there, just takes it in, doesn't know why he's here.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying to you before the camera started rolling. It's just like Ben Fox is actually the funniest man alive. I just don't think anyone's told him.
And no, he doesn't know. Doesn't know. He's just so laid back. I could just sit here and examine him. Not examine him.
That sounds so wrong.
You could.
What is the other word for examine? When you're just watching him. When I'm watching him, I can just sit here and observe.
Perv on.
Maybe I shouldn't examine it.
If you sit in the other room, I'm going to sit in this cupboard, right?
Right, so
Ignore that.
yeah, you're talking about income. So you guys are doing well enough to be able to live and pay rent, or do you live still with parents? Or you pay rent? Now my money would have been on you living with parents.
Yeah.
He pays rent.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay.
I'm friends with my parents.
I see you pay rent to your parents.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You're very close.
Are you friends with your parents?
Yeah,
It's not very psychological.
I'm friends with your
Tell me
parents.
how that makes you feel.
Is this a therapy? Okay. Makes you feel fulfilled, yeah. It's all right. Contribute to the household, you know. It's great.
That's good. That's good.
And then you live with your wife,
I live with my wife. Yeah.
and you live with your friend.
My brother and his missus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your brother though.
What?
Not your brother.
So what I'm trying to say is you all surviving is what I'm trying to say at the moment, because
yeah, we are.
it's a hard business to be in, as you know.
I think what's actually keeping us going is the jam nights, because they're pretty consistent, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we run. Well, it's going to be 5 soon. Going to be 5 jam nights a week. So yeah, that's our sort of main source of income other than the gigs.
No, it's good. It's good. You've come up with an idea and it's worked. So
Yeah.
you know, they died off, didn't they, for quite a bit, jam nights.
They did, yeah.
Well, everything did. You know,
Yeah.
I mentioned COVID as usual, like everyone else does, but you know, it messed a lot
Part
of
of
things up.
history now, though, isn't it? COVID is part of history. And you have to
Unfortunately,
sort of
Rachel,
acknowledge
yes.
it and
Feels like a
stuff,
bit of a
but-
bad dream.
Yeah.
Like, or not a bad dream, but like, like everyone sort of collectively sort of like just experienced this weird sort of thing and then came out of it on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, it's very
Um,
strange.
So were you in uni, Ben, when COVID was going on?
Yeah, I started uni.
And what did you study in uni?
Sorry.
Was it music you studied?
I did study music in uni. I started in 2020, graduated in 2020.
I'm assuming Canterbury, yeah?
No, it was University of Kent, but it was the Medway campus.
Oh, right, okay.
I got one in Canterbury, one in Medway.
I didn't know there was one in
No,
Medway
so I
for
went,
music.
it's
I thought-
literally in the dockyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
went there.
didn't realise there was music one there. That's all.
Yeah, well, basically, I converted all of the old ship
near the
buildings
naval-
into
yeah,
like
naval
classrooms
stuff, yeah.
and things.
It's quite nice around there, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Not
Yeah.
too bad.
So how was that?
University.
How was that? Obviously doing music, but having to do it all from home because obviously COVID hit and
Well, I only had 1 year of it, thankfully, and
Oh,
even
right.
during COVID, we were allowed to come in very occasionally, sort of just with like masks on and the
You have
those
to come
weird
inside the,
divider things.
you have
as
to
Yeah,
well.
turn up
yeah.
inside the bass drum.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a bit. It wasn't great really, considering music's quite a practical thing, and
Yeah.
obviously it's quite organic. You have to sort of be in the room with other people to make it sort of work.
Because that
So-
online business where they're trying to get bands to rehearse via like a Zoom type. That never worked, did it? I can't remember what it's called.
I know what you're on about. I can't remember what it was called, but
There-
I used to be in a
There was-
jazz band that used to try and do that. I can't
It's
remember
impossible.
what it's called.
Not everyone's got the right
No.
bandwidth. And,
I managed it on post-COVID. There was a guy who was thank you. I depped for another. I mean, we all depped for other bands. But there was one that I was depping for last year, and they used. I can't remember what it was called, but it's like it uses a particular server, or it relies on servers, and then obviously like you find one that has like a low latency, so that if it's like below 0.2 seconds, then
probably
you can
won't
do
notice it. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So I did a couple of rehearsals, not in COVID, but after COVID. I'll find the name of it, it'll come to me in like at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, probably. Wake up and shout it out.
and just text Simon at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
just text-
Yeah. I'll call you in fact.
Look, I've just come off for 6 nights. I'll be
I'll
awake.
shout the name and then just go back to sleep again. But it does actually work. So it can be done. But it's just weird because there's no camera on it. So it's just you're just listening like through your headphones. 'cause it's just audio.
Of course.
There's no video as well.
See, I'm sure I tried it in COVID,
cool.
and I'm sure it had a camera on it, but the camera would slow it down even more, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like you can have Zoom like as a separate thing, like running too. But it was that's what it's called. But yeah, but basically, it's just audio, and then obviously you plug like if you need an interface for it. So you're playing through it, but it does work. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Really cool.
You ever tried that silent jam thing? I think it was like you connect them; they're all multicolored. You can have a whole
silent
band.
DJ.
So,
No?
Yeah, I think it might have been that.
No.
You know what I'm on about?
Ringing a bell. Yeah, I remember that.
What's that?
You can literally go like we could rehearse in here without making a noise.
Right.
Everyone's got headphones on. And you can clamp. You basically connect every band member.
Oh,
and
that's
it can be in a big round circle. It's amazing rehearsal thing. The only person you're going to hear is the singer.
What, like the drummer?
You have to have an electric drum kit.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's quite cool, and
That's really
for
cool,
little areas that because everyone moans about us, don't they, making noise?
They certainly do. Yeah. Our neighbours downstairs. We moved in lockdown in 2020. My wife and I. And the neighbours downstairs. I think the guy who was there before, he'd not been there for he was quite absent. He was sort of like there every now and again. So they just had like the free run of the place, and then like we came in and like we were both quite into exercise, and like obviously like because we couldn't go to the gym, so we were doing it all from home, so we were like jumping around, like they were just banging on the like, what the fuck are you doing up there? And then obviously like because I do a bit of guitar teaching from home as well. And I started doing that in COVID as well, and so then I always had the guitar going, and they were like kind of either. I played a bit of piano, and then so I sorted the guitar out, and the piano came in, and then we started doing piano, and they were like, oh, you need to turn the piano down as well. So it's just sort of like, it's just been this constant like appeasing of the people downstairs, just because it drives me absolutely nuts.
Why don't you plug your teaching thing then? Do you still do a bit of teaching?
A little bit, yeah. I'm not that desperate for sort of like the extra stuff, just because it's like
not any opportunity, just not going to bother mentioning it. Sorry.
No. I mean, so I started doing it in COVID because so obviously I was gigging before COVID, and then obviously all the work dried up, so there was nothing. And then I went back to doing. I used to work for my dad. I used to do a bit of labouring before that.
Okay.
So I was labouring.
Doing what?
Just like painting, decorating, like wheelbarrow stuff, like anything really, just like whatever my dad gave me. Right. And I had a really clear moment because it was always supposed to be like a little stopgap before doing something else, sort of before I got something that would earn me a living instead. And I had the thing I hated the most was digging. Have you ever done digging? Digging in the garden sort of thing. I was
born in the 70s. I used to do it for fun.
Yeah. But this was so it was we had to basically it was like building us like steps into a garden basically. So it was a rim garden, so I had to dig all the stuff out and put the stuff in. And my job was to take the turf off the lawn. So it was basically 8 hours of just skinning a lawn, and just, like the whole time I was just sort of like, this is nothing to do with what I want to do. Like, not even fucking music. Jason, I fucking hate this. And it was that moment. It was like okay, what I do, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I started trying to do online teaching sort of the day after that. And so I just called up a load of clients and just tried to get some basics. It works in the same way as like when you start a band, you want to get gigs basically. Like there's a lot of you just have to go out and just
you've got to do it. Yeah.
Find the work. Yeah. I think if you're we're all self-employed, aren't we? Like if you're self-employed, like no one gives you any work, so you've just got to go out and find some. So that was the thing with that one as well.
Absolutely.
But how did we get onto teaching again?
Not a clue. Now,
not
a clue. What even asked now?
To be honest.
So when you guys gig, do you get nervous? Do you sort of have get that sort of not stage fright, because obviously you still go on, but do you get nervous before you play?
Ben wakes up.
Ben's like, nah, fuck it. Just turn up drum.
No. The thing is, there's no notes on drums, is there? You just got to do it in time, ain't you, really?
Sometimes you have to read. It's a lost art, though. Reading music, because no one does it anymore.
You make it sound really
I'm just
simple,
winding him up. I'm winding up every drummer that exists, Rach, and I'm doing it on purpose.
Bloody hard. I wouldn't be able to.
I'm incredibly.
If you could cough straight into that upper mic for us, that'd be great. He literally leant into it.
No, I think it's very occasional. I think that we'd get nervous. Maybe if it was for like a really big event, maybe.
How about weddings and things like that?
No.
Do you guys tighten up a bit for weddings? As in, do you sort of run straight? Do you run straight through songs? Do 5 in a row and then stop, or do you know what I mean? Because wedding gigs are a little bit different, aren't they? You're literally a jukebox for them.
I think for like if it's more sort of like any private stuff. I mean, like the selling point that we found of our band, it seems to be, is the constant like moving through songs. So sort of like, so we'll start with one.
So you do it anyway.
We do it anyway, yeah, exactly. So we'll start with one song, and then, so we never have a set list. So we just we start in one place and then just see sort of like where we end up.
That's cool.
So it keeps it interesting for us.
Would that not stress you out?
If I knew the songs well enough, which these clearly will know the songs well enough.
And even if we don't, we can bust it.
Yes. Yeah.
So who starts going into another song, and will you guys just follow?
Any of us, we'll just like one of us to just call it, and then we'll go on to the next one.
Surely the drummer, surely you lead that a lot, Ben, didn't you?
Sometimes, not often,
Yeah.
but sometimes.
It's quite even,
We do play games as well, don't we?
We do play the games.
Basically, we have like a. Started out as a bowl, then it became a jar, and then it was bags. Anyway, we had two.
Blimey.
With no context, that is
Does it involve car
we
keys
kill
going in?
people and we put their limbs in different receptacles.
There are two containers.
What are you
of whatever.
pickling?
Yeah. We would ask for a volunteer in the
Jam.
audience who would want their finger to be pickled, and then, no, we'd
Always the same guy. He's only got 5 left.
yeah.
But he's
We
coming
call
to
him
loads of gigs. He's our biggest fan.
we call him Limbless John. He came hopping into the
Hi,
gig
Norm.
one day.
Yeah.
He's
All
like,
right, John.
Sean, is it?
Oh, sorry.
Limbless John. Limbless John.
so, how's your
Anyway,
leg doing, mate? It's all right.
Do you want
Yeah,
to get on with it?
Yeah, so we'd have a container one with musical styles, genres in it, ranging from like metal to
I like
reggae
it.
to anything.
I like it.
And then the other one would have like all of our repertoire in it. Or, well, not all of it, but most of it. Most of the songs that people know.
I love
so
that
we get
idea.
someone to pick one thing out, and then get another person to pick the other thing out. We get these really weird combinations. We've ended up doing we've done a reggae version of Rosanna by Toto. We've done a metal version of Superstition, Stevie Wonder.
The Scar version of I Put It to Fire.
That went down really well.
Really?
I predicted
Sometimes
riot
they're
at
shy.
start.
We had a pop version of Sledgehammer, which is a pop song anyway. So then we
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that was a bit.
How do we make it more pop? Just 4 chords.
We did that, and it was crap. But sometimes it's really really good. So that's kind of
That's a good idea.
So in terms of like functions and stuff, sort of like we try and do the same sort of thing and just go like one song into another, because I think
It keeps the crowd engaged as well.
exactly, yeah.
Well, I say
and 'cause-
crowd, the
'cause-
2
'cause
people that are watching you.
I've done for so many bands. I'm sure you have as well, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like they just like you play like one song,
Stop.
finishes,
Yeah.
next song finishes,
Yeah.
and it also saves the awkward sort of like, because like there's sort of you get like some chat sometimes. It's kind of
Yeah.
like and this song is going to be this, and it's kind of like it's kind of
See, that's
But
the
for-
benefit of Kelly.
Last song.
Like you go with Kelly every now and then. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? We all know Kelly
We go-
Burrows, and Kelly's helped on the show before. When Rachel's
Kelly
been ill,
Burrows.
Kelly's been Kelly's been
Thank
on
you.
the show when you've been ill, hasn't she? So I know Kelly very well. I'm in a band with Kelly, but she's ideal to stop because she can talk for England, and she comes up with interesting stuff in between songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes it just doesn't work if you're stopping like that, you know. And it's
But
best to just go and go.
From a viewer's perspective as well. You're up on the dance floor. It's a really good song. Everyone's up and dancing, and then you stop, and everyone's like, "Oh."
Yeah,
And then they
exactly.
sort of disperse, and you're like, "No, come back, come back." Yeah.
What was it? I think our record. Not that we keep tabs on this. We did a 45-minute set, and we did an hour and 20 minutes with no stop.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh my
I think we
god.
got paid like 30 quid for it.
yeah.
You do that again? No.
Yeah.
You're like,
Brilliant.
Every now and again, like it just depends. Sometimes sort of like it comes to a natural end, and it's like, okay, then we'll stop and then we'll do something else instead.
Mm.
Like sometimes it's just song
Keep
after song
going.
just comes. And it's like, oh, and we can do that, and then I think we did an hour and 20 just non-stop, which was really bad for you. You were just drumming the whole time. Knackered by the end of it.
And your
Must have
face when
some
you play
muscles
drums is the most sort of emotional. Like, honestly, you look at him now and you think there's nothing there, but when he's behind the drum kit,
Does he change?
he's wearing different clothes. So yeah.
The thing is, though, it took me a while to.
Yeah.
I know I laughed pretty quick after you said it, but yeah.
The other thing that I've found that we've done, aside from the medley thing, is we ask audience members for suggestions, and like most of the time we'll know what they're going to ask, and we'll be like, oh, pull that one out, whatever. But sometimes they'll ask something that none of us know, and there's that moment of, this could be absolutely shite,
Yeah.
but we'll try it anyway.
Yeah. But if you tell them that,
Yeah, it's just
you
like,
know,
Yeah,
you've got to have
Never
them in
done
with
this
you.
before,
Once they're in
yeah.
with you, and you say, "Look, we haven't even got a clue what you're talking about, but wherever go."
And that's the thing. I think the audience appreciate, like, 'cause if you do bits like that, kind of like it involves the audience like in the experience as well. Or
Yeah.
if you're separate from the audience and just providing like a function, then like, they don't feel as invested in it. Whereas if like they've picked a song,
Yeah.
and you play it, they're like, oh, I have my personal stamp on that set kind
Yeah.
of thing, and then obviously they're more invested. Like we had, was it the Queen Charlotte we did in Rochester? There was a guy he was called Al. He came in like halfway through, he was just like, play Oasis, and so we did. And then the rest of the night, it was like, you guys played Oasis, you're fine. And then just again,
so much,
you know,
We did.
but it genuinely means a lot to them if you want to do it. So like, so it's
You're
fun.
not a Druids tonight. You're the one down the road from Druids, aren't you?
Drake's tonight, yeah.
Drake's.
You two are
But I
Drake's
remember a band in Druids called Anything Goes. You ever heard of them?
No.
And they
Sounds
literally
similar
do the
sort of
same
idea,
concept,
yeah.
but everything's like that. You know, you do it. You're not doing it all the time. You've got a set list, haven't you? Well,
we've just got like
you've got songs you want to,
songs,
but then every now and then you'll pull that out, wouldn't you? But they will do that just the whole time. So you know,
that's what we'd like. It'd be nice to get to that, but I think you just have to have. I mean, we're close-ish. But
you've got to be tight. You know, you've got to be with each other a long time. Know what each other can do.
And it's just knowing. You need to know like. It's such. I mean, you must find the same sort of thing, right? It's kind of like function music versus like any other genre of music. You have to sort of like you have to learn songs that people are going to. It's not like, but you know what I mean. Like there are certain songs by certain.
It's reading the audience as well.
Yeah, but it's anticipating the audience as well. So like for example,
of course,
I'm just trying to make an example of it. Like if you don't like a Beatles something, like you wouldn't play like Strawberry Fields at a gig.
No.
Even though it's a Beatles song, and they're really famous. It's a famous song.
Yeah.
You wouldn't play that. You'd play like Love Me Do or something because it's got to get people dancing as well. So it's kind of like it's just learning all of those. You know?
I've been in a few bands in my time, and it's very hard to try and talk other band members into stop playing the songs you want to play. Do you know what I mean? Like the stuff that's on an album that no one else that knew that band properly would know. Yeah. At the end of the day, Ben, you're providing a service. It's like picking your own. Yeah. You've got to pick hits throughout the years.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Hits throughout the years that not many other bands go for as well.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
You know, and what you want is a audience member to go, oh yes, every time you start playing. That's precisely it. Yeah. And that's what I usually aim for when we do our set lists.
Yeah. And you're right. The ego thing is definitely a big thing as well. I think it's one thing we do manage quite well in this band is that we don't really. It's not like I want to learn this song because I like it. It's like I think this. You know, it will be a good song for the audience or for the band.
And it's the album
like it as well.
But we like it. Yeah, we like it.
It's the Mustang Sally thing as well.
It comes across as that like we're into it as well.
Of course, you've got to like it a little. You know, you've got to like it. Yeah. But you know, if someone asks me to play Mustang Sally, I'll play it. Because that's what they've asked.
Yeah, exactly.
But you'll get so many people up their own arse, so many bass players, so many band members.
No, it's always bass players. Without,
I don't know why I said that. Maybe it's
you two are better bass players than
I know
me,
why
and I'm the bassist in this band.
No, you don't. You've never seen me play bass.
I was talking to these.
Oh right, okay. Do you play bass, Ben?
He's the best bass player.
Frighteningly well, actually. It's really annoying.
It's really, really annoying.
I'm not that good.
Yeah, but bass. See, I got into bass because of Mark King from Level 42.
That's why I got into bass.
Oh, mate, I'm gonna start.
Hey!
And the ghost of Mark King appears, even though he hasn't passed. Yeah, I love Level 42. I never played guitar. I went straight to bass because of Level 42.
That's quite rare.
What was Mark King? Mark King was once a drummer, and that's what he's doing. He's playing drums on his bass, basically.
That's the way to think about it.
That's the way to do it. Yeah. So I've totally lost what I was going to say. Yeah. Well, I've spoken to other bands, and even at wedding fairs, and they've gone, yeah, we'll do all this, but we won't play Mustang Sally. Like, that's really going to entice me to hire you. Do you know what I mean? You've just got you're providing a service.
Taking the ego out of it. It's like if they want, it's like Sweet Caroline, same sort of thing. Like I don't mind Sweet Caroline, but it's kind of like if you want it, like you got to do it.
It's all that so good.
Yeah, because
it's cheese, isn't it?
It's the cheese. Yeah, exactly,
it's the cheese, and you're providing a service. You're trying to make them happy. So if that's what they want, give yourself, lose that 3 minutes of your life and just play the
precisely. You know, and that's the thing that we found. And you're right, it's finding songs that like. It's not that other bands that don't do, but it's like what's the Sledgehammer's a good one that no one.
Sledgehammer's brilliant.
Well, that's a great one.
Brilliant.
That's quite funny because we started doing that.
Rachel's just gone. What's Sledgehammer?
No, I'm thinking.
I wanna be a sledgehammer. We'll get the boys to play it afterwards.
Yeah. But the thing is, we started doing that because that was one of those songs. It's just like, oh, no one does this. And
everyone else started doing it. Yeah.
Everyone's like when we're depping for other bands, it's like, do you know Sledgehammer? I'm just like, where you got that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, Kelly said that. I think Kelly suggested
that was
I think we're doing Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
I wonder where she got that idea from.
That was
Okay, so fuck ups. Major fuck ups.
What, you mean us?
yeah.
Sorry, Rach.
That was the first band.
Yeah, that was the original.
Before we started on the LKG
we
Trio.
can't put it on a poster.
Yeah.
So is there any time that you just, all three of you have gone, oh, yeah, we need to restart this. This is absolutely horrendous. Just restart.
Well, in terms of gigging or
Song.
Like,
Life.
just starting to life.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
You've got a bad memory, haven't you?
Don't you remember the last gig? No, it is sort of, because that's the thing that sort of leads into the thing that we said earlier. Like, there is an element of, like, when it's something new, we are all busking a little bit. Thank you.
Yeah.
He holds it like a rapper as well, doesn't he? Comes
Yeah.
at the end.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
It's like that.
You got to do the Liam Gallagher where you got to put it up there.
Sunshine.
Sunglasses. But yeah, there's always that element of it's live music as well.
Yeah.
Like if you want to hear something perfect, like on the record, go home and listen to the record,
Yeah,
or listen to it on the radio, whatever you want. You're seeing a live band. You're seeing essentially three idiots trying to make this sound.
Yes. And
Normal.
you're not even the creators of the song.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
There's two gigs I've been to where the band has sounded exactly like the album. One was Spandau Ballet.
Oh yeah.
Ballet.
Go.
Ballet. Yeah.
Oh,
And the other one was Alanis Morissette.
Really?
She was
amazing.
unbelievable.
She was
Unbelievable.
absolutely brilliant.
Like, and we're talking 25
Yeah, it
years
was only,
later from the album.
2 years ago, wasn't it?
And the voice was exactly the same.
That is very
But
But at the
impressive.
same time, like if you're,
Yeah, her presence on the mic in between songs,
Oh, yeah.
non-existent.
if I go and see a live gig, like, because I've had the same sort of thing. Like I've seen John Mayer a couple of times where it's like,
I love John Mayer.
there it is. Me too.
Yeah,
But the first couple of times, he sounded exactly like it was on the record. But then you sort of like, great, but then, like do something else with
Yeah.
it. Do you know what I mean? If it's a live show, like make it a live show. And so like I'd almost rather it's like not necessarily imperfections and fuck ups, but like those little things where it's kind of like, you know, if you go and see, I don't know, like Status Quo or something like that, and they fuck something up, it's kind of like, I was there when they, you know.
Yeah,
And that humanizing thing is quite nice then.
Yeah.
You get that sense of like, then it's only you saw that as opposed to like on a record where like millions of people have heard exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, only a few thousand people get to hear like a wrong note or something. It's kind of fun.
You boys need to go to a Level 42 concert.
Yeah.
You need to go to a Level 42 concert.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
I don't have to.
Yeah.
Peter Ray Biggins on drums is amazing.
So that sounds totally different.
And their
They don't
musicianship
have-
is second to none, isn't it?
Yeah, but they
They're-
don't have Phil on drums anymore. It's only Mark.
Oh my
and Mike
God,
that are the original.
I'm in love with this boy.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old. He knows everything about them.
21.
No, he's 20. Just look at him.
It's a
barely
little brass section now, so it's like
They've had the brass section for a few
for a
years,
while, but but compared to like the
name the original band for me. Go for it, because
What,
I'm going to
all
get
four?
aroused by him saying it.
Phil Gould, Boone Gould, Mike Lindup, and Mark.
Oh my God, I'm in love with this boy.
And technically, Wally Bardo as well, their synth player who produced their stuff. They called him the fifth member.
Oh my God, he knows more than me. I could never name Wally Bardo. No,
He's great.
And then
but yeah, no,
You should put the sign on the wall over there and straddle band.
no, I really like the bands that have like really changed their sound over the years, but have kept that original sort of flair at the same time.
They change the sound, but they sound like they sound.
They sound like they sound.
no, they're good. And you know, Peter Ray Biggins was a massive Level 42 fan when he was that big, and
Like
now,
you.
like,
You're taking a piss
that
out.
big. And he's now. I think he's one of the best drummers around. I don't know.
He's great, yeah. I don't know. There's too much choice now.
There is, but he's so technically good. You know,
He's very good.
and his
though.
kit is immense.
Yeah, it's huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Just unnecessarily. Well, I'm more about the minimalism when it comes to kit.
Well, of course you are, because you're not the one. You're the one setting it up. He isn't. He doesn't give a shite how many symbols he's got.
It's a good point, right? If we got to that level, it'd be interesting to.
What level? Level
No.
41?
No, you don't want to.
It'll be interesting.
If you get to that level of 42,
42.
At what
it'll be
level?
Interesting.
To start getting a drum set. 25, 26, about there. You know what? Now we can.
Pete would have had it straight away because they were already established when he joined. So.
Oh, yeah, they're already.
Oh yeah, they'd already come off the charts and things like that. By the time
They had Gary Husband before him.
They did,
and then before that, it was the original.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he was a songwriter as well, wasn't he? Yeah. Let's not talk too much about Little 42 now because I think everyone's switched off this podcast.
Yeah, we fuck up quite a lot most nights in various places.
So can you tell if one of you has fucked up massively and you look at him and go, "What the fuck?"
No, we just laugh.
That's the best thing ever. I used to turn around and blame my bass when I hit a bum note.
Yeah.
No, blame the amp, I mean. I used to turn around and go, what the hell's wrong with this amp?
The best is because we've got quite a wide range of it because we've got this sort of thank you. We've got this look. We just look at each other just like, really?
Yeah.
Which is normally song.
For those of you listening on the podcast, that's
a
head down and eyebrows up.
Yeah.
And we also have this look, which is like which is for those listening a smirk.
For those of you listening at home. White ball has just been potted into.
Snooker. Is it?
Yeah.
Snooker. What was the question?
I can't remember once again what the actual question was.
And then there's
messing up.
Me just absolutely pissing myself with laughter for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't think the audience care if you mess up.
No.
What I tell you what happens, it's the
I'm a bass player,
musician, it's in the musician's head that people give a shit.
Yeah.
And they don't. They're not going to go home thinking, did you see that bum note that they hit?
No.
Well,
I think it's one of those things where it's like it has to be one of those sort of like it has to be sustainably bad. I think for people to get switched off. Like if it's a bum note every now and again, people just like they don't mind too much. So whereas I think it's like I think people are very attuned to rhythm. So like if the drumming is like noticeably out of time, you can't dance to it. So people go like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird. Or if the singing's like noticeably bad, and they're like, okay, fine. But if it's like generally all right, you can you can
tell when the band visually aren't getting on.
That's the thing as well. Yeah, I think
they're
visuals
not
are a big
getting on
thing as well. So like if you fuck up and it's funny, then people are like, oh, that's all right. Then. Whereas like if they fuck up and everyone's going like, shooting daggers. Like, yeah, that's what I mean.
For those of you listening at home, that was
that was daggers, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I've been to gigs and listened to you before, and you've come home and gone, "Oh, it was absolutely crap." I'm like, I thought it was all right because I'm not musical.
We know
you are your own worst enemy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's usually probably not what we're playing, but it's probably just trying to set up the PA or something silly. We just couldn't get the sound in our ears how we wanted it as well.
Precisely, yeah.
And it sounds fine out there, but to us, we can barely hear what we're playing. I hate that, don't you? When you can't hear what you're playing. I can't sing unless I can hear my bloody voice. Do you know what I mean?
Same
with bass.
I've found a hack for that actually because I've worked for a couple of other bands and like just having feedback is often quite like it's a luxury that you haven't always got, unfortunately.
Right.
So what I found was I started just using earbuds.
I thought they are earbuds. I thought he was putting lipstick on. Sorry.
Just little earbuds. The lipstick helps as well, just in terms of like.
I think I've got those.
You know, like water. Like what is it? Sound projects through like liquid better than through air. So if you put lipstick on, then they actually project it goes into your ears better.
The more you know.
I've got those earbuds. And it does. That cancels out all the crap, but still you can hear your voice, can't you?
Yes, it's like sticking your finger in your ear.
Yeah.
So like I gig with these now, and you just stick them in. I use them for gigs as well. Like if it's a really loud gig.
So you gig with those now, and you use them for gigs as well.
Yes, when I
They're earbuds.
Oh, thank you for separating exactly the same thing for me.
But yeah, but these help because then you can hear yourself a bit more easily. Then it just means you end up like your own voice. Is what I've found.
No, I agree.
Especially with the way that because with the way we gig as well, like it's sort of non-stop. There's no breaks between songs really. Like you're singing constantly for like an hour, so you need to be able to hear yourself.
Definitely.
Just knackering you.
And do you all sing?
We do. Yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Do you want to do a little solo for us now, Ben?
No.
A B C D.
Beautiful.
F, G.
That's all the notes you need. Ben actually has perfect pitch, which means that Ben has no excuse not to sing because Ben, you can sing in tune because you can hear all the notes.
But it must be hard singing and drumming at the same time.
Well, the thing is, I don't think
find it
it
that hard?
is. Bass playing and singing is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can drum and give us
it's
lip all
because the
time.
bass,
There's no different
the
rhythm.
bass is playing usually something completely different to the melody.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, and so I find it really hard to be playing an intricate bass line and singing.
Mm-hmm. With
You do quite well at doing that.
I try my best. Thank you very much. But it's one of those things like talking about drumming and singing because I can't play drums to save my life. As these two
It doesn't stop you though, which is
no, it doesn't stop me trying. You know, if you believe you can do something, just
Really
have it.
Is he one of those ones that goes,
Yeah. Love your ambition.
But was it? My mate said you can play in any time signature, just not 4/4, and I was like, that will get me loads of gigs. Thanks for that. But weirdly enough, when you sing along, because it's like tapping your leg whilst you're singing along,
Yeah.
so it's like you're accompanying yourself. So I'm presuming it's something like that. I don't. Okay. Does anyone want any gum, by the way?
That's it. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Does Rachel need it? Is that a hint for Rachel? Because
No.
because her breath is rank.
It was probably mine. I've got more.
Wind is blowing that way.
No, you can have a gum.
I'm going to get up and go in a minute.
What was I going to say? I can't remember, but I agree with you. It's just like singing and tapping along, isn't it?
Yeah. You find like some way to like subdivide, like because like with guitarists, like everything is like going back and forth in that sense. So like, it's just, like as long as you can fit what
For anyone that's
watching at home, Leo is making
listening,
a suggestive movement on his leg,
yeah.
but it's a guitar plectrum, I promise. Whilst Bex is holding a microphone into his face, in a Liam Gallagher-esque way. But yeah, as long as you can subdivide the time with that, I find as long as you can sync like this up with that, then what this hand is like, you're just adding stuff over the top of it, really. So it's not too bad.
Playing drum fills and singing.
Yeah, I bet.
Do you ever sing? Would you ever sing in a drum solo? Just normally at the end.
Yeah, not really, but I think if
Name a song.
Well, no, but if
name
you-
a song
no,
that's got
but-
vocals over the top of a drum fill for
well,
me.
no, but it's in like there's always that tiny little gap between sort
It's
of.
really hard to, fly, but you can't do that, can you? So it's
Maybe we should. For those of you listening at home,
If you play some like weird, sort of polyrhythmic thing, it's hard to sing over that.
But you don't get paid to do that, do you?
Well, maybe in a Zappa tribute band, that'd be nice.
Because the world's calling out for them.
They make a lot of money, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
They
They do.
Okay, so what is your favourite song to sing, or not to sing, but to drum to? What would be
that's a
your
good
number?
question.
What would be your
That's
number
really-
one
It's
song?
just going to
if you had
decide the rest of the set list now.
I'm going to ask you to as well, so I
And
think.
then we're never going to play that song again.
I do worry, Ben, that you're hiding behind that wall. I think you're in the shot. Is it?
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Because my eyes aren't good enough to
just
see
got
that.
dark.
Sorry, you won't be missing out too much.
Oh,
No, Float. I don't know. I think I always enjoy playing Sledgehammer because it's like. I feel like you feel this as well. You seem to really like
It's funky.
the
It's
types
got a
of
funky
songs
bass
that are
line.
like swung sixteenths. Yeah, I thought
Yes,
so.
it's great.
Because most of your songs.
Yeah.
like that.
For those of you at home, that's like.
So yeah, I really enjoy that one. Yeah, probably. I can't think of anything else. I mean, because everything else is.
It
Yeah.
can change. Right now it's like.
Yeah. There's just so many songs to think of, so I'm trying to. Yeah, probably that one. Yeah.
So what's your favourite song to sing then?
Oh, at the moment, I think it's probably "Money's Too Tight to Mention" by Cindy.
all right, yeah.
I really love
Okay.
that song. Or yeah, one of those two. Like,
It's funny though, it's too tight to mention, but he's talking about
mentions
money.
it again and again and again.
I'm talking about money. It's all he's talking about.
That's what he talks about. But yeah, that was really, really good fun to sing. Because it's like it's just fun. But then also like everyone, it's one of those songs that like no one does any Simply Red, so everyone forgets about it. And then when you got like we're talking about money, everyone they like get in with it as well. It's pretty good fun. Really good fun.
Cool.
Yeah. It's what?
Bex.
She's so lovely. Scout.
Oh, shoot.
How many times have we called?
I made her cry singing that to her once.
Oh, romantic.
Because it was shit.
Yeah.
Her ears were bleeding.
Was it? That was the.
Did you call? Was that your idea
Yes,
to
it
start?
was. Yes, it was, and it's one of those.
That's because it's all
Yes,
bass.
it was. Was it?
Did it?
But was it? That was for me. That was because we introduced that quite a while ago. That was the first song that was just like because none of us had practiced it. Everyone sort of heard it, and it worked from the first time. And I don't think it hasn't worked since.
No,
that was just like, oh, that and Sledgehammer. They're sort of become LKG-esque.
It's one of those songs that
standards. Yeah, they're standards.
It's a cool song, but it's quite a basic song. A bit like Supergrass's "All Right," isn't it?
Tune.
How's that go?
We are young. We are free.
Yeah.
We drink tea.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you know it?
Clean.
Yeah,
friends.
Okay, we're doing it tomorrow.
Right.
No, but this is how we decide the songs, because we'll sort of sing along to one, and it's just like, do you know it? Yep. Do you know it? Sort of. Right, we'll try it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we trying songs, especially new stuff, in pubs, like during a jam night.
It's the best way to do it, because you get such instant feedback. Like if a pub audience likes it,
it's just like, you're shit. Yeah,
you're pretty much sorted.
Won't do that one then.
Yeah. So what do you guys do for lyrics? You good at remembering them? Do you have something up that you
it just all just stays in here.
Good lad.
I don't know why.
I barely know my kids' names, let alone bloody lyrics.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can do. Like lyrics is just for some reason they never leave for whatever reason.
Oh, cool.
Doesn't stop you getting them in the wrong order. But...
True, yeah. So they get muddled every now. But yeah,
but they are all.
Yeah, I feel like with lyrics, like if you're reading from something, like and again, like it depends if you need to do it, but like it kind of there's a divide between you and the audience. Whereas if you're singing the lyrics and you know the lyrics, then you can look at people and they
without a doubt. No, it's good. It's good.
It's what I find.
It's a good thing to have. Honestly, good technique to have. Ability rather than technique. Now, for me, right, when I'm when I'm listening to a song and I love the song, I've been hooked by the actual tune, not the lyrics.
Right.
To the point where I couldn't give a flying shit what the lyrics are.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm terrible with lyrics.
Seriously shocking.
What catches you? What captures your attention? Oh, God, I can't talk. I'm going to get through this. No, don't help me. Don't help me. Don't help me.
Never seen someone get distracted by their own voice.
What captures your attention?
That
don't even sound right though. What?
Don't help me. Quilt.
What part of a song?
Quilt.
What part? Don't say quilt.
Yeah, if you say it enough, it sounds like
what part of a song captures your attention? Is it the lyrics? Is it the tune? Or is it both?
Oh, good point.
My God, that was a hard old question. Thank you. Thanks.
Simon, ladies and gentlemen.
I am actually mentally drained now.
I think for me, it's both. It's like lyrics can be in terms of if it's a pithy lyric, then that sticks in your brain. But then it's like it's the way like a melody sort of travels. You know, if there's a big jump on it, something like that, you're like, oh, that's really nice. Try an example. Like what is it? Close to You by the Carpenters, and it's like, why do birds da. That's a really nice jump. So that's what makes you go, oh. And if that's combined with a nice like, why do birds, then that's why it sticks in your head, I think. Because some lyrics and
they're clean lyrics as well. You know, you can understand exactly what's
precisely.
You know, I would know most of those lyrics.
Yeah. But I think lyrics, they tell stories a lot of the time, and so like I think sometimes it's easy to learn lyrics because you follow the idea. Like country music's great for that because you just follow like the story, so it's quite easy to remember. Whereas like some lyrics, they just make no sense at all.
That's right.
Like what is it? When I learned what was it? Come Together by the Beatles.
That's describing the band.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's easier.
It's got goo eyeballs. That's Paul McCartney.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense. But it's like
check out our flat top. I can't remember who that is.
Walrus Gumboot then.
Walrus Gumboot. That's Ringo.
What is
they're describing a band.
Yeah. That's what it is in that case. But yeah, that's when I find it difficult is when like the lyrics they don't make any sense. Red Hot Chili Peppers, another really good example. Like
give me
but that's fine. But then you have to be like, you know, like what's the really stupid bit? Is one of them when it's like, like, oh Lord, a spaceship is appearing. Use my hands for anything but steering. It's like it's just random word association, and you've got to then like learn that, and it's like, come on, guys, kind of thing. Yeah, of course. But that's what I find at least. I find it's a bit of lyric and melody, but it's the two. What about you?
What? Like Smells Like Teen Spirit. The bit. What's that? Smells Like Teen Spirit. Yeah. When.
Apparently the origin.
The end bit where he's like,
with the lights out.
A bargo, a mosquito.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, it's just sort of like it's just finding any words that fit the syllables.
It's like he's doing like
cool,
fucking. It's like
Cool.
loads of things are going past the conveyor belt, and he's naming a teddy bear, mosquito. What was that called? Generation Gap. That's it. Yeah.
You don't want anyone to cover your song.
I think he's like, how am I going to write it? I can't think of what to put on here. Oh, there's a mosquito.
Put that there.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Lyrical genius, I am.
Yeah. So my claim to fame is Raspberry Beret, innit?
Oh God.
For years, like I was only into the song.
Amazing song.
It's an amazing song, and I've never been that into Prince, and I don't disrespect his music. It's amazing, but never been that into it to listen to the lyrics or take anything in totals. I thought Raspberry Beret was Wax Lyrical Girl. Wax Lyrical Girl. I have no idea.
That's really impressive.
I love misheard song lyrics. I remember someone thought that Rock the Casbah by The Clash was Drop the Pasta.
Drop the
pasta. Drop the pasta.
Going to Pizza Express.
Nosebleed.
Yeah.
Don't speak. Our daughter, Don't Speak by No Doubt. Nosebleed.
Oh, that's great.
There's so many.
What one did we come up with recently that we had to Google the words because we were like, "What is she saying?"
I can't
and it
remember
was a like a 70s song, wasn't it?
Oh, my dad used to think Metal Guru by T-Rex was Mary Lou.
I like that one.
It's good.
Are you getting ideas now? Like, we can do this one. Yeah, we can do this one.
We don't actually need to put actual lyrics. Just put something.
Anyway,
a medley of missaid song lyrics would be a really good idea.
Yes, that'd be good.
Oh, maybe a little game or something. That could be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how we turn that into it. We'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, maybe
anyway,
not do it on the podcast.
Back to the question.
Yeah, but we can take credit for them.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
it's true.
Do you own all the ideas that are invented on it?
Oh yeah, 100%. You've got a sign of something in a minute. What was I going to say? So we can wrap it up and we can have you guys do a song. But how do people get hold of you to book you? And you've got a 5-year plan that you want to, anything you want to aim for? Do you want to aim for weddings, more weddings,
sort of
more
collectivization by 2020, 2029?
Yeah.
That's different 5-year plans. So
oh God, is that 5 years time?
20.
Huh? No, that was it. Historical reference. Don't worry. We've got if you want to get hold of us, we're on. Well, for those watching at home, we've got business cards.
I'm filming in 4K, but that might still be.
Throw it.
You see it? Stop that? Yeah, it's good. No, we're on Facebook and Instagram mostly. We need to start a TikTok as well, but it's just the LKG.
So say them out. Why don't you just say the actual addresses out for us?
Sure.
Rather than just say one.
So Instagram, it's at @the_LKG Trio.
See, no one will find you with the underscore. Without you telling us about the underscores, they would have had trouble finding you. So you're welcome.
That's
Read it out again.
And on Facebook, it's just the LKG Trio. So you'll find us quite easily.
So you don't have a website, you do the Facebook and
just
you do the face.
We do the Facebook.
You can't mistake the pages. Our logo is the big red circle that says the LKG Trio.
It's a big reg. It's a reg.
Reg.
Oh yeah, big red circle with
Clifford the big reg dog.
Yeah, LKG Trio. I've been up all night. Look, I've been at work all night. I finished at 6 this morning. You're welcome. I'm still here. All right. I'm still here. So
that's just like you'll find us the numbers on the Facebook page as well. So if you want to book us for gigs, weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals, anything you fancy, really, we'll come and play.
We'll come to the opening of
find us that way.
And the whole meaning of this podcast is so people can find the character behind the business. And you boys are nice characters. Really,
really I thought you were going to say you boys are a
you
nightmare.
You guys are a bunch of arseholes.
You guys are a nightmare.
No, I would have you at my gig. No.
Well, Ben, you and Ben are like that.
Ben, we're going to Level 42 together.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's the most.
Is that the most views that he's ever been? Right, boys, thank you so much. And we're set up and you can do a little bit of playing for us if you want and just lead us out that way. Lead us out.
Lead us out.
Like I say, if you want to listen to the Cherrywood podcast, he's looking at the camera like he really knows what he's talking about. If you want to listen to the Cherrywood podcast, well, you already are. So surely you know where we are. So why am I saying the information? So it's www.cherrywoodpro.com/podcast or info@cherrypro.co.uk. Yeah. Instagram @cherrywoodpro. That's it, @cherrywoodpro. What are we on YouTube? Just Cherrywood Podcast. Put Cherrywood Podcast. I'm shite at that. But if you're listening, you're already there, so I don't know why I'm giving you the info.
Business cards. You can read off of them.
Yeah, I'll give you a biscuit. Yeah.
A biscuit.
That's enough. Right, I've had enough.
I've had enough.
Is that cards you can trade for biscuits?
This is something like episode 46, and I'm still just as shite as I was at episode 1. So it's good, isn't it?
People love consistency, though, in podcasts.
Yes.
They like consistency.
And that falls off the wall consistently.
Yeah,
There's only ever one podcast where it didn't fall off the wall.
And that was at home, and it took the wall
Because
off.
the wall was so smooth.
And the wall fell down.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much for having us.
You can
Thank
play
you,
us out
guys.
with... Should we pick a song? And they go, we're
it's
picking
very
up. They've got to try them. Yeah, we do. Well, I want Sledgehammer. I want Sledgehammer from you guys.
All right.
And then we'll
copy it.
pick a song. And this is what happens again. We say thank you and bye, and we're
then
still
we say-
fucking talking.
Hello. Hello. We got the... Go on, do you want to say? We got the... Who are they?
LKG Trio. We've got Ben, Leo, and Bex.
And they're going to do a couple of songs before the calf below tells us off. All right, so try and keep it down, fellas. I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
Right? All right. Go for it.
Okay, sorry.
You could have a steam train if you just lay down your tracks. You could have an aeroplane flying if you bring your blue sky back. All you do is call me. I'll be anything you need. You could have a Big Dipper going up and down around the bend. You could have a bumper car bumping. It's the news that never ends. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name, yeah? Oh, better call the sledgehammer. This will be my testimony. Sledge, sledge, sledge. Show me around your fruit cage, and I will be your honeybee. Open up your fruit cage, where the fruit is sweet as can be. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name, yeah? Oh, better call your sledgehammer. Let there be no doubt, I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name, yeah? Oh, better call the sledgehammer. Let there be no doubt about it. Go on then. Here we go. I kick the habit, kick the habit, kick the habit. shed my skin. You know I shed my skin. This is the new stuff. This is the new stuff. We go dancing in. Oh, we go dancing in. Won't you show for me? Oh, won't you show for me? I will show for you. Oh, baby, I'll show for you. Won't you show for me? Oh, won't you show for me? I will show for you. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo!
One more.
Sure.
Should we choose a song and a style or something?
Yeah, go on then.
This is a game that we play in real life.
I'm going to choose the style. I'm going to go reggae.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Rach, what are you going to say? What song are you going to choose?
Like a pink song. Any sort of pink song.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So, I've chosen reggae and Rachel's chosen pink.
Yeah, ours is pink.
Pink is also a colour for those listening at home.
For those of you in black and white, pink is also a colour.
Do you know a pink song?
Yes. Do you know Who Knew?
Yeah, I know Who Knew.
Chords?
It's really easy.
So
it's mostly C.
Cool.
If you didn't see. So you took my hand, you showed me how. That's right. I took your words and I believed. That's right. And then if someone said 3 years from now.
Oh, this bloody thing.
You've been long gone. But in reggae.
Oh, kind of work, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Should we try it?
Right, we're gonna let you. I'll let you two start.
So here we go, guys. Here we go. They're going to try pink in reggae. It's the Cherrywood Podcast. See you later. Thank you.
Took my hand, you showed me how. You promised me you'd be around. That's right. I took your words and I believed in everything you said to me. That's right. If someone said 3 years from now you've been long gone, I'd stand up and punch them out, 'cause they're all wrong and they knew better, but you said forever and ever. Who knew? So convinced and just so cool. That's right. I wish I could touch you again. I wish I could still call you friend. I'd give anything. What if someone said count your blessings now for the long run at this? I just didn't know how. I was all wrong then, 'cause I knew better, 'cause you said forever and ever. Who knew? I keep you locked in my
someone said 3 years from now you'd be long gone, I'd stand up and punch them out, 'cause they're all wrong and their last kiss I cherish until we meet again. But time makes it harder, I wish I could remember, but I keep your memory. You visit me in my sleep, my darling. Who knew?
Perfect.
Thank you.
This podcast has been brought to you by Snug Dubs Camper Van Hire.
Roam the world, park anywhere.
That's snugdubs.co.uk. This podcast was brought to you today by Austin's Eatery on Station Road, Strood.
Try the Viking Challenge.